Do you ever wonder why, as a race, we are the most hated, targeted people on the planet? The Europeans, the Asians, the Arabs, and even some Africans despise us. I didn't ask you if you cared. I asked if you knew why. Do you think it's because we're ghetto? Because we're lazy? Maybe it's because we're all drug addicts who only love music, killing, and watermelon. In reality, it's none of those. Those were all just depictions of us created by the good old folks with COINTELPRO and the Tavistock Institution. If you don't know who they are, look them up. Be diligent, because a lot of what they do and have done has been hidden away. But trust me, the image you see of us today has been crafted over many generations. Everything you thought you knew is a lie. All this time, you thought we were just an insignificant, throwaway race of people cursed to be on the bottom. The cursed part is factual, but the rest of it is utter nonsense, yet measured and very, very methodical. Have you ever wondered about those G summits? You know, those world meetings where representatives from all the major countries go to voice their opinions about finance, social conditions, poverty, and the future of their country and people. Who has your best interest in mind? Who's there voicing their opinion about the way you're being treated? If you say America, you should probably go watch another video. Maybe the 700 Club or something. That's right, you don't have a voice. West Africa and the Hebrews living there didn't have a voice in 2019. But that's going to change soon. On a physical level, it's because of their independence and major resources. That's why China's trying to get in bed with them. But on a spiritual level, it's because the Gentile rule is coming to an end. At the beginning of this video, I showed you Psalm 83 and 4. In the rest of this video, I'll attempt to show you how their collusion worked. Since the beginning of time, this planet, or plane of existence, has been inhabited by melanated people. There was no time when dinosaurs roamed the earth, were destroyed, and presto, man was born. Just didn't happen. Man has been contemporary with every beast that has ever lived on this planet. There is no Africa theory. That's a hoax made up because, quite frankly, the European race, they don't know where they came from. They like to come in with their pseudoscience and script a history that doesn't involve a creator to move you further and further away from your natural instincts, your natural intelligence. You see, in order to remove a people from their space, their place in history, one has to start from scratch and attack them, the said people, at their strength. Your strength has always been your spirituality and your connection with the Most High. So that was their first move. This is chess, my brothers and sisters, not checkers. In 70 AD, when Rome came into Jerusalem and destroyed it, the Ewe, or Hebrew people who survived, escaped into Africa. As they always have. During their 1,422-year stay, they moved all around the known world, including Europe. Some even say they sailed to the Americas, but that's another video. But evidence of their sojourn in Europe is all over the place. To be sure, the Hebrews weren't the only dark-skinned people in Europe, as the Moors and other sons of Ham were there as well. In fact, what many don't realize is the Moorish invasion in 700 AD was actually black people reconquering land that was originally theirs. Understand, Europe was at one time a melanated nation. You see these family crests? Some people, and I'm sure you know what people, say these were merely images of slaves. Family crests. Besides this making absolutely no sense, we know it's a lie due to the fact that some of these crests depict blacks wearing crowns. I guess they were the king of the slaves. You see the cross on this image? That's known as the Iron Cross and was adopted by Prussian King Frederick William III in 1813. Boy, we've been lied to. Big time. There was a gentleman by the name of John Mackey who lived in Europe and was a Scottish spy in the 1690s. He wrote a book entitled Memoirs of the Secret Services of John Mackey. In this book, he describes the aristocrats of Europe during his days of spying. The book itself is really entertaining. But what's so intriguing about the book is his total honesty at a time when whitewashing didn't affect his thinking. He was succinct and pretty much straightforward. Take a look. Now take notice of the underlined descriptions of these people. All of them presented to us in history as white men. So much so, Charles Lennox, the Duke of Richmond, nicknamed Black Boy, and you can read how he was described, is presented to us as this white dude in history. This is how they cut you off from being a people. First, they ran you from your land. They slowly changed your history and images. Then finally, in 1492, they enslaved you. Enslavement has always been a part of our punishment for turning our back on the Most High. This engraving is from our Assyrian enslavement. We were enslaved so much. Jeremiah the prophet asked the Most High, "Is Israel a servant?" That's actually funny in a hard-headed, we ignorant as hell sort of way. You know, when you look at the Egyptian enslavement and the slavery in America, it becomes very clear. Look at those locks. Their plan has worked to perfection. We want to be anything or anybody besides who we truly are. I understand it though. That doesn't mean I like it. Now listen, this has nothing to do with racism. I'm not calling anybody devils or tares. That's not my job. I'll let the reapers handle that. All I'm saying is, Daniel was told to seal up the books, or in other words, withhold this knowledge until the end times, when knowledge will increase and Judah and the Israelites will start to wake up. Well, guess what, brothers and sisters? Those days are at hand. As relative to what? I don't know. It could be next week. It could be next century. But if you're still groping around in darkness, still hanging on to your present belief system, it won't make a difference when it happens. You will not be prepared. Peace.